off of setups, of like positioning his projectiles just right to wall out the opponent. So if he wants to keep running in there every single time, he could be eating a lot of damage from just the random explosions that Duck Hunt can throw out there.
You're absolutely correct. You know, Sonic is a character that's not short on maneuverability or evasion. So we're going to see a lot of dancing around the opponents. And let me tell you, man, Sonic has the footwork. He has the moves like Jagger, I tell you. Okay. So with that being said, pretty aggressive start here on Sonido's behalf, you know, just really chasing down. Oh my God, chasing down Dandy Penguin. But as I say that, you know, opening Sonido up there with two falling back airs. Okay.
He literally played patty cake with that trick shot, throwing the can at Sonido both times.
Up throw.
This is where Sonido is going to thrive. He runs right past everything and immediately connects that grab. If Duck Hunt is in the middle of animation of like spawning a projectile, spawning a wild gunman or something,
yes,
Sonido can capitalize on that and then get the grab.
You know, even though I said, you know, Sonido's going to start off very aggressive, I want to touch on like the perfect shielding. Like both of these two players right now are so aware of each other's moves. Like their defense almost rivals their offense. Oh, don't ever air dodge what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
we seen that coming a mile away.
He was expecting Danny to jump aerial, and Danny just stayed patient, stayed on the ground, and got the grab.
Got it.
Caught him in between his mouth. Oh, accidentally getting hit by his own explosion. I guess he thought maybe Trick Shot had one more shot. If you shoot the Trick Shot enough times, it'll eventually just start exploding. Or it's also on a timer. There's different ways that Trick Shot can trigger the explosion. Catches him with a back air off stage.
There it is. That back air closing out Sonido's first stock here. Dandy Penguin right now just not exactly sure what he had in his puppy chow this morning for breakfast, but dog has a lot of energy. Oh, okay. Spot dodge there, but the turnaround forward smash closes it up.
Hypno smash. Hypno smash being where you just like charge the forward smash and wait for your opponents to think you're going to swing, and then it connects. It's a mesmerizing.
Okay, really struggling to land here. Sonido's running it, kind of clawing his way out of this deficit.
My man has thrown out every single projectile in that exchange. He threw out Clay Shooter, he threw out Wild Gunman, he threw out Trick Shot. Like, how many projectiles do you have?
And just like you talked about, that can coming there in the nick of time to save him. That backer could have spelled trouble there for Dandy Penguin.
Trying to connect that second up air, following up with that spring jump.
Okay, that can is now property of Sonido. Oh my God, just jumps right over. And I like the mix-up. I think he was expecting to land on that top platform. Actually just kind of floated slowly through that.
Sonido expecting that back air to connect, but Dandy gets back onto the ground safe and sound. Actually connects the throw into a back throw against the explosion that was sent by Sonido. Great awareness coming from Dandy Penguin.
They try to get the run past, turnaround forward smash. Again, it's going to take a little bit more than that. As you know, Dandy Penguin has that very projectile-heavy playstyle where he just kind of keeps the opponent outside. Don't expect him to approach unless he really has everything in order. Oh!
That spin dash into back air actually sent him across the entire landscape of Lilac Cruise.
Sent that man across the universe, Austin. You know what I'm talking about?
The galaxy's beyond, dude.
There you go.
He's on his way to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Well, we gotta get through Infinity War first, man. We gotta get through that.
I'm seeing that happen right now between Sonido and Dandy. Dandy's counterpick.
Very close game number one there on both of their ends of their match. It looked like Sonido just kind of had what it took. He came out aggressive. He came out swinging. There was brief stints where Dandy really slowed things down, and Sonido really had to respect like the can and things as such. But I think Sonido kind of woke up and realized, I have the maneuverability. I have the vase on my end. I can dance around these projectiles.
That's exactly what he has to keep doing. We're going to a smaller stage for Blast Zone-wise anyways. Town and City. These platforms are going to be also great for Dandy Penguin. He's able to just like chill on the ledges.
Oh, what the heck?
Nice conversion off of the Wild Gunman shot into the grab.
Okay. Try to read his dash back into the stage there with the turnaround grab. I do like the patience, but that patience was just a little bit too telegraphed. Sonido was able to escape pretty thoroughly there.
Okay, again, we see him connecting the Wild Gunman into some more attacks, whether that be an up air or a trick shot. Wild Gunman's also good at like sending the can even further to try to catch the opponent off guard.
Yeah, you know, Duck Hunt character full of mix-ups. Really keeps you on your toes. Okay, I like the Clay shot into the forward air. Pretty simplistic Duck Hunt combos. Oh my!
Ooh, he knew exactly where he was going to fly. That trajectory from that explosion. Knew exactly where it was. Connected the up air and almost getting a kill.
Beautiful, yeah. There's a fall away forwarder. Oh, nice. There's a can.
Dandy has so much momentum, dude. He fell off of that platform, connected the back air, setting away the first stock, and only has 23 damage.
Wow, the setups are real here. Okay, throws it there right into neutral, converts right into the jabs. You know, ate up the shield, but didn't quite get the connection he was looking for. There's the up throw, though.
Just pecking him with that duck. And Danny, again, I'm noticing Danny's being insanely patient when Sonido tries to land. Still stays on the ground, doesn't jump after him, waits for him to land before connecting a grab or explosion.
Yeah, I think, you know, game number 1, he was trying to match Sonido in aggression, something that she's not going to be able to do.
Woo! You look at Slick with that forward smash. I see you.
Okay, try to catch the high recovery with the up air there. Sonido back is against the wall here. A very unfortunate situation to be in.
Again, the back air, that was just almost an anticlimactic back air when you think about it.
That was actually forward air that time, but yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, forward air, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Regardless, sends him away with a very dominating game number 2.
Right.
And this is what I was talking about before the set, is that Sonido, being an aggressive Sonic, can start running into hits because he's so desperate to break the zone. He wants to be a zone breaker. But Dandy has the setups just right.
Absolutely. And I think that time, you know, he had a bit of room to work with on Town and City. We had some platforms at his disposal. That really made all the difference. But, you know, again, going to another platform-based stage and another stage where both players can really show, you know, their I guess, their defensive play styles. You know, we got platforms, we got room to move. So Sonic now, his evasion just goes through the roof. Same can be said for Duck Hunt. You know, he can stand on one side of the stage, or hell, even get on top of a platform, just pelt you with projectiles. So, you know, it kind of goes back down to the age-old saying, you know, offense, you know, it sells tickets, but the defense is what's going to win the game here.
Exactly. You can say that in like any sport out there.
Yeah.
Now we see Dandy once again setting up all these cans against Sonido. Sonido's struggling to find a way against the trick shot. So much control, so much offstage pressure coming from Dandy by just like trapping him at the ledge. Like he places the cannon just in the exact position, forcing Sonido to recover a certain way. Then he gets the recovery, and again a forward smash calling out Sonido. Those smash attacks have a lot of cooldown.
They have a lot of range as well, you know, and reading that roll option back onto the stage was the best option that Dandy could have went for. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me, he says, but Sonido is touching him indeed. Goes for the up throw, tries to connect that up air, but he's at too low percent for that to actually net him a kill.
Okay. Good forward tilt there. Okay, punches the can.
Gets the can out of there. Dandy attempting to go for a neutral, expecting Sonido to charge in. But once again, the big blast zones of Battlefield kind of saving Dandy currently.
That they are. Oh, try to go for the tilted down forward smash. Looking to catch him with what could have been a 2-frame situation. Will never throw back air on my shield, though.
Ooh,
oh, my God.
Double forward air into placing a can. That could have been a huge punish, but he accidentally ran right through him with the grab.
Again, more low percent combos here coming out on Dandy's behalf. You know, we're getting the throws into what could be back airs or forward air opportunities.
Connects the Wild Gunman into a forward air. Nice. Sonido struggling. He needs this kill right here, right now. Neutral air? Not enough.
Oh!
What? Oh. Hello?
Sometimes you just off yourself, I guess. Ended up actually meeting the blast zone there with a one-way ticket courtesy of his own can. Right. Well, I guess that just breathes new life into Sonido.
This could be the momentum shift that he desperately needs. He's sitting at 113% against this dang dog.
I don't know why when you said that just reminded me of Eustace from Courage. I'm sorry, man.
I was thinking of two-man. I'm thinking of two-man, but that's exactly what Sonido was thinking. Stupid dog, it makes me look bad. He's gone. Congratulations to Dandy Penguin. Moving on, winner's side, phase 2 of pools.
Wow. And could that be considered an upset, too? I'm not exactly sure how both
according
those two guys
to seeding.
Seeding.
Yeah, Sonido was #1 seed in that pool. Dandy